Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. A little bit later time today. How we looking? How we sounding out there? Let's listen to my gums flap here. Sounds pretty good. All right. So you guys just let me know. Always got to check in, make sure I look and sound okay for you guys. But yeah, this is the week that my wife and daughter are back at school, which means daddy's making lunches, getting people out the door. So I had to bring her in today. It was her first day. She wasn't happy, man. I think she likes hanging at home with dad. I was like, "Are you okay?" She looked all sad. She goes, "No, I'm going to school." I'm like, "Oh." So I hope that she has fun today. Maybe hooking up with some friends will cheer her up. But something tells me she can't, she can't wait to get home. So that is what's happening, my friends. Gosh, how are you guys doing? It's going to be a fun day. Like I said, a little bit more of a lunchtime edition for a lot of you right now. Um, definitely it'd be like a brunch kind of situation for me. But anywho, you guys know the drill. Sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a snack, because it's still time for the morning mug lunch edition. Hey everyone, welcome to the morning mug. Now let's chat. Oh yeah, what y'all think of that little swamp thing sitting on my counter? Anybody else picking up the swamp thing on 4K? Pretty excited about that. What's the deal, man? Like I pre-ordered that thing ages ago and then they delayed it. Isn't the whole point of pre-ordering is like you get it a day or two earlier and you can like yeah, like check it out. It's like it's now on Tuesday and it's still not here. It says it's on its way, but is it? Yeah, and you guys may still be digging the new digs behind me. I've been waiting on one thing and it's like 3 days late. It claims it'll be here today. Once that is here and I can set it up right there, then the room tour will be ready to go, and then I can show you all this new groovy space I'm in, which I'm super excited about. I get in here, I feel good, I feel like surrounded by all my mojo. And what's cooler than that? Being surrounded by stuff you like. So, speaking of stuff I like you guys. Let's check you out. Here we go. Michael Hubbard, good morning / afternoon. Howdy, sir. Hope you're having a good day. How you doing? Good, Adrian. Good, Adrian. How are you? Apparently, I'm going through puberty right now. James is here. Says, "I hope all's well and great for the Huckster Day." It is. Just wish my girls they need all the luck today. Back at work, back at school. School is work for my wife, so there you go. Oh, look, it's me. What's up, Huck? Afternoon, you awesome peeps. What's up, movie fan 91? How you doing, Chris? Let's see. Shame about Freakin' passing. Yeah, we'll be chatting about that a little bit today, being he's one of my favorite, greatest directors who ever lived. Well, my goodness, it's a lot of capital letters there, Chris. So yeah, you'll have to tell me your three favorites. I mean, I know mine. I guess we'll see. I'm going to pop up his filmography here in just a sec, and we'll do a quick chat about him. What's Johnny watching? What's up, cool kids? What's up, buddy? Good to see you here. Cafe Brunch Edition. There you go, Robzilla. Cafe Brunch. I like that. The whole time I was like trying to think of something super quick. I was like lunchtime edition. I like Cafe Brunch. That's cool. Now, I'm also thinking, I feel like once all this school and work and all this stuff is kicking in, I may have to start doing some nighttime shows. If you guys got a clever phraseology for, should it be like, the diner after dark? I mean, it's cafe, but cafes often are diners. So yeah, just throw that out there. Pepper me with your greatness, people. Give me some ideas. There he is, the huckster. Right here, bro. Ready to go. Sound is good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cool, cool. I'm just hoping this, this new mic, I kind of like it. I still feel like I hear other people's mics. I'm like, dang, that mic sounds good. So speaking of, all right, let me just hear this one more time. Actually, dang, that mic sounds good. That was good timing, wasn't it? All right, because there was a delay. Let's see. Morning hug, finally awake to make it to one of your morning mugs. Nice horror and more. Welcome. You're always welcome. Such a pleasure having you here. Thank you for stopping in. Craig is here saying, hey, Dimensions Scats is here. Good morning, Hux. Currently cleaning up my house, dude. It is good to clean the house. That is actually what we ended up doing here. Yeah, I'll give you a little background. So my wife was in this room and I was out in the living room area, like you guys have seen, for the past 2.5 years. But it was a weird space because I didn't have four walls, right? I only had two. The one to the right of me and the one behind me, because the one on the right was basically the front window to the house. So there's only just a little bit of wall, about that wide, just enough for my Rocky poster. And that's all I had. And then there was no wall in front of me because it just was an open area that opens right into the living room. So and because the shelves couldn't go as high as I wanted, they started to get double stacked, y'all. So I couldn't see movies behind me. Like if I wanted to see something, it was just a cluster, man, a cluster that if I want a movie behind something, I have to pull all these movies down and go, yeah, there, you know what I mean? So sort of an out of sight, out of mind thing is you don't tend to look at them as much and get excited. And now everything here it's single layered with space to grow, which I'm happy about. That's the important thing. So I gotta maintain this, don't go crazy and buy 40 movies every month. Couldn't afford it anyway. But a few new titles a month here and there, I can really stay in this room for a while, grow into it, and I'm super pumped, y'all. So I can't wait to show it to you as soon as that one thing shows up, and I hang it up right here. I'll be ready to shoot that video for y'all. So there it goes. My kid's first day is August 28th. Wow, man. So your kid almost gets like the real deal 3-month summer, right? Because remember when we grew up, at least when I grew up, we had like that was our kind of start date. So it was like three months of summer. But now it's just they're so short. She ends 2 months, boom, we're back. Bummer, man. I think that's why she's bummed because it wasn't a hugely long summer. So great, more peeps made this stream. Where are we at, by the way? Thanks for telling. We got 20 right out of the gate. Thank y'all. That's super good. Maybe this lunch is now if I actually start work, I'm off work, for a couple of weeks. So that's why I got all this kind of freedom to play with my time. But yeah. If as long as I'm off, if y'all dig sort of the later start time on mug day, I'll push mug, you can even try 11 if that's better, because that'd be 11, 12, 2 o'clock for a lot of you, which is kind of, I guess, what lunchtime. When you guys are working, when do you take your lunch? It's probably not at noon, because I know when I used to go into work, it would have to be like 1 or 2. So it's like sort of midway through your workday. So y'all let me know. But 15 likes, thank y'all so much. YouTube's all demonetized me, so I don't get none of that BS no more. So all I get is your love and your likes and your subs. So hit those likes. They make me smile. And if you noticed, I haven't let it slow me down. I've been pumping out more videos than ever, mostly because I'm off work right now, but still, I'm not letting that slow me down or do my thing, because what's the point, right? Because I like doing this for you guys. So here we go. I got Swamp Thing a few weeks ago. Say what? Robzilla? Why? How? How'd you get it a few weeks ago? What is the deal? Did you get it through Amazon? Did you just get lucky? Because and not only did I pre-order it, I pre-ordered it when it was due out in July. So I feel like I should have gotten mine as well. Kudos, man. Have you cracked it open, sniffed it, opened it, played with it, put it in, watched it? Maybe just that last part, watched it. Not all the other weird stuff I do. I'm getting Enter the Dragon Steelbook today. Nice. Already got slip cover last week. Look at you with your double dipping on the Enter the Dragon. You must be Enter the Dragon super fan. Michael says, I got my Elvis Blue Hawaii 4K in the mail today. Nice, baby. That is good stuff. You just building up that Elvis collection. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know why I was like browsing through new releases and I saw Clambake popped up and thought of you. It's like, yeah, I know it'll get to your collection at some point. Caveman's here. What's up, Cave Buddy? Vince, how are you, sir? Good morning. Getting the little Nicky from Amazon today. Oh, you're a little Nicky fan, huh? I know Ken at mid level also loves little Nicky. Did you guys see me? I did a total impromptu. So somehow, y'all, I thank everybody that came by all of our Collectors Club entire week marathon. What did you guys think of that? Were you guys like, you guys are crazy? Did you tune in for one of them, none of them, couple of them, all of them? Whatever you guys tuned in for, we really appreciate it. It was a very daunting week. I'll say that. Especially kicking it off. Like when I kicked it off, I did the Collectors Club, then I did trivia, then I did the morning mug. I was like, I was so ready by Wednesday to let somebody else host. It was such a like relief. I can't tell you. So yeah, it's a big deal. And then Ken just popped in and asked me to join him on his stream Sunday night. So that kind of made 8 days of streaming for me. So that was fun. That was fun just to go play with Ken and sit and chat and just be a guest and chit chat. So super fun. Hope you guys enjoyed all that. Chris says saw Meg 2 with Statham Sunday. It was much better than was it? Okay. You know, I may have like I got free time when the girls are out. I was thinking about going out. Should I go see Meg 2 today? Should I? I don't know what I was gonna see, but now you got me all like excited for a big old giant dorky shark movie. There you go. Hey, Hisham, how's it going, man? Hello, Huck. I have a question for you. Are you retired in the film industry? I'm not retired in the film industry because I still work as an editor, so I do that. I'm not necessarily retired as an actor, but you know what happens is, it is hard. Like when you come out and you pursue those arts, things happen, such as you get a family and you need to be responsible. And so, just for me, editing is something I can get employed with fairly regularly, even though the last couple of weeks I have not. But you know, I've been working all the way to the first of the year up until a couple of weeks ago. And that's a pretty good deal in my line of work because it's very sort of project to project. So I don't get to act much because if I did that, first of all, I don't live near LA anymore. I'm like an hour out of LA. So if I suddenly I'm editing, right? And then I get an audition, it takes an hour and a half to get to where I'm going, have the audition. So that could take half an hour to an hour. And then I got to drive back. So it's almost 4 hours out of my day to then get back, sit in the chair and keep editing. And that's 4 hours of work I wouldn't be doing. And that's going to show. Like the boss will be like, usually you cut, 2 edits, Huck, and 4 hours. What's going on? You okay? I'm like, I went on an audition that I didn't get. So acting is sort of on pause until like maybe my daughter's out of school. She's a junior this year. What's up, sweetie? She's not watching, but if she is, hey, we're friends in school. They're not watching. But yeah, when she gets out of school, maybe that'll free me up to not necessarily have to worry about picking her up and all that jazz. And I can consider, but I also feel like I need to move closer to LA to still make it happen because I still got to make money, y'all. I like my hobby. I like having a roof over my head, food in my mouth. And then movies are kind of third. I love movies, but they have to be like third or fourth on the list of priorities. That's why I made this room. I look around. Where do you guys see? I tell you, when you look up at the roof, I even put stuff on the roof. You guys are going to flip out. No, they won't. Hug you. Chill out. Let's see. So yeah, not retired yet. Yeah, got a long way to go. Let's see. Hey, Stacy, how you doing, man? Good afternoon to you. Pleasure seeing you. Jerry Eichik Geek is here. Hello, Huck. Brunch time for me here too in Vegas. Nice. Dude, I so wanted to be in Vegas last weekend. It was the Star Trek convention. The big Las Vegas Star Trek convention was at the Rio. Tons of stars were there. I got to thinking, the reason I didn't go is I thought, well, there's not going to be any celebs there because of the strike. But I thought about it. And if you go to a convention to sign autographs, you're not promoting anything. It's not like actors can't say hi to people and they can't, sell photos of themselves. That's like a side hustle, right? So yeah, there were tons there. I was like, dang, Shatner was there. And it's funny because I was talking to my daughter in the car today. I'm like, Boimler from Lower Decks. It's Jack Quaid plays Boimler. He was there, but he had to cancel. So, but then I started talking to her, saying, if you could meet a Trek person, would it be someone from Lower Decks? And she's like, yeah, because she loves animation. She doesn't care about live action, but they did a crossover where two animated characters went on Strange New Worlds, and they had live action versions, and it was actually Jack Quaid and Tony Newsom playing those characters. So I told her, like, if there's ever a chance where there's a convention, Star Trek, and they're both there, we'll go. Then you can meet somebody you like. I don't think she still cares about conventions. I'm trying so hard to get her like to get excited from it like I do. I can catch this edition of the mug, but for me, it's afternoon mug. I know it is, right? Just got home. That's why I didn't quite know what to call it. I was going to call it the lunchbox. What do y'all think of that? Like, I was going to make a. If I do more of these, I'll just create a graphic where my mug is on the lunchbox. So it's kind of like this is the morning mug, but it's on the lunchbox. Anyway, yeah. So the brunch edition, the lunchbox. Sky's the limit. Y'all tell me. You like the lunchbox? Could you see like me photoshopping a lunchbox of me? That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, I'm glad it's is it more easier for you, Cinema Man, to catch it in the afternoon? Spielberg, Zemeckis, and Friedkin are my top directors. Wow, dude, that's a good holy trinity right there. So I don't even know. I know Spielberg would be one of mine. I'd have to think about that. I don't want to hastily just throw it out like da 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 da, and then when it's over, I'm like, well, wait a minute. So, but Spielberg's definitely at the top of my thing, and then I have to carefully curate who my bottom two are, or the other corners are. Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Thanks, Adrian. Bloodstein's here. What's up, buddy? Just call it the movie cafe. Well, except yeah, I guess I don't always talk about movies. It's other stuff sometimes, but yeah. Well, that's why it's the pop culture cafe. So I can expand my chats. Or movie mug. Let's see. What's going on? Johnny says movie mug is a great alternate name. There you go. Is the strike affecting your work? I pray it ends quickly. It's not affecting me, caveman, because I'm just editing the casting that's being done for shows. The tricky part is the hosts of those game shows or Food Network shows, are they SAG, right? So like I worked on Guy's Grocery Games. Doesn't that affect Guy Fieri? Probably. Does it affect Gordon Ramsay on MasterChef? Does it affect the host of Password? Or I'm doing this new one coming out called Loteria Loca, which is going to be a new game show that's very much like Bingo, but it's got a Latin base to it. It's a legit game in the Latin culture called Loteria. And Jaime Camille from Jane the Virgin is the host. So I'm like, well, he's definitely an actor because he's from Jane the Virgin. So does hosting, I don't know. So yeah, so it's a very tricky thing. Wondering if because it's funny because even when COVID hit, it didn't affect my work because they still needed to cast shows in case they were coming back, or they could think of a safe way to shoot the shows, right? So let's just hope that it doesn't affect me too much. Right now, it's just I'm in between shows getting picked up, so that's why I'm off and able to play with you guys today at a later time. Got Swamp Thing from Orbit. You know what's so funny, Robzilla? I had it from Orbit, but I switched it to Amazon because I saved just a couple of bucks on shipping, and I thought it comes quicker. Whoops. So apparently Orbit had the quicker timing. So, but it claims it's coming today. So I'll be ready to check my book. I smelled it in the store. Don't you love it? Just pick them up and give them a good whiff. Let's see. Hey, guy. Say, hey, Johnny, caveman. Tony's here, dude. Great video yesterday. That was a sweet looking package you had. The sweet looking package. Yeah, go check out Tony's Movies and More. He put up a good video yesterday. You guys gotta check it out. Tony P. I want to see them Ninja Turtles. I asked my daughter if she wanted to see that because that's what I was gonna go see today. And of course, she's like loves animation. She's like, "Yeah, I think I want to see that." I'm like, "Dang it!" That's what I was gonna go see. I could probably still go see it because I have the free pass. I got the movie pass at Regal, so I could like sneakily go see it, and then because I don't know how eager she is. My thing is it'll probably leave the cinema before she's like, "Oh, we'll just see it on streaming." I'm like, good thing I saw it a month ago. What? Oh yeah. All right. I don't care much for the first Meg. Maybe it's better. I'll be honest with you. Haven't seen the first Meg yet. Just because I heard it's just okay. So I hadn't seen that Meg. Hey, Tony. Hello. It's a fun movie. It's no Jaws, but it's cool. No, I am guessing it is not a Jaws. Hey, Adrian. Hey, it says we should edit something together, Huck. What would it be? Hey, guy. Michael 2 has more action, especially in the middle and towards the end of the movie. Well, I like that. See, I think that's the problem that I heard with the first Meg, Chris, is that it was just like not that way. Like it was lacking a little something. So if this one's like, and it looks like over the top, the shark is so insanely big, the Meg, it's just munching all those people like in a boat. One bite, is that exciting? Like when people are just gone in one bite? It's like, well, okay. I mean, hopefully he does some munching, some snacking. You're still watching what is Cayman Rider? I don't even know what that is. So I'm guessing no, I'm not still watching Cayman Rider because I don't know what Cayman Rider is. Unless that was a mistype. What's Cayman Rider? Hisham? What is that? Cameron is up there too. Oh yeah, Cameron. See, Cameron's dope. I wish Cameron would make more movies though. I like Quentin a lot. Like just to throw a few out, like I like Quentin, Hitchcock, Zemeckis. Um, yeah, I'll sit on some of those for a little bit. I know there's some I'm just blanking on because I'm on the spot. You know how it is when you're on the spot, like your favorite's like right over here, and you're like saying everything else. You need a mug to drink out of in your morning mug. I do, don't I? You know what it is? It's because I like iced coffee, and like I got Wonder Woman today, y'all. She's my girl power. So, but yeah, you know what? I should start grabbing I got some good mugs. In fact, can you see the mug? No, I'm blocking it with my chair. But I got there's a R2D2 mug right there. That's a great mug. I got a Jason mug from Spirit Halloween last year. That's a cool one. So yeah, I should probably start getting and a Beetlejuice one. That one's awesome. It's like that tall too. It's like honking mug. Honking mug. So I should make Huck's honking mug. I should make a mug called Huck's Honkin' Mug. See, I don't know, like if you get demonetized by YouTube, can you still have a merch store? Because I mean, it's separate. I should look into that. I was about yeah, I should look into that. R.I.P. William Friedkin. Yeah, you know what? Let's see. We'll do put a pin in you right there, y'all, and let me go to the Friedkin page. Friedkin page, I should say. Here we go. Just do a little looky-loo. So, to give y'all a breakdown, if you're new to the freaking world, yeah, he passed away on August 7th, so that was yesterday. And he was part of that new Hollywood, that's when like Coppola and Lucas and Spielberg, all those guys were coming out. Yeah, he was in that generation. Of course, he won Academy Award for The French Connection. It says here it won 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Adapted Screenplay, and Best Director. So he really scored on that one. And he was even nominated for The Exorcist. That was, what a great, a horror movie of that caliber nominated. That's outstanding. Let's see. Other films you may know. It's like Boys in the Band, Sorcerer, The Brink's Job, Cruising with Al Pacino, To Live and Die in L.A. A lot of people dig that film. and some later films, a horror movie called Bug, and a black comedy called Killer Joe. So yeah, man, he's like an OG dude. Did anybody else grab a hold of the French Connection when it came back? You can get it now for a good price. You know, it was always pretty jacked up in price because of that whole issue, but I got it right behind me. There it is, right there on my now watching stand. You know, just in honor of Friedkin. And I have this little TV, so I give you a little sneak. Hang on, a little sneak peek. Y'all ready? I'll dropping stuff. Take it easy, right there. So there's a TV right there. I turned it off because I couldn't get it in frame. But so yeah, what I tried to create in this little, it's not really a man cave because it's not big enough. I just call it my movie room, my cinema room, my media room, really. And so I bought a small TV just to kind of keep me company in here. So if I'm working and I want to put on maybe some of my TV shows or supplemental stuff, I can have that on in the background while I work, because the kind of work I do, I can kind of multitask in that way. So yeah, in fact, my daughter finally like came in and really looked at my room, like passes it every day. I'm like, have you looked? Have you really taken a look? She's like, oh no, let me look. All right. And then she like started to get interested. Like she was looking at things. She's like, oh, you got a TV in here? It's like, yeah, the TV's been in here for 3 weeks, you know, and other stuff. So yeah, it's cool. I can't wait to show y'all. Hey, Laren, what's going on? Afternoon, Huckster. I only use Amazon as an absolute last resort. All right. Yeah. Hey, Johnny, Laren, getting some howdies in. Cinema Man says, who would be your favorite director, Huck? For me, it's Mel Gibson. Oh, wow. Is that right? Yeah. It's still Spielberg for me because I grew up on so many of his movies and they all connect with me. Like all of those, the Raiders movies are the first three, really. Honestly, those are the ones that connect with me. And Jaws, and then tons of other things from the 90s, you know, I was going to say Forrest Gump, the other Tom Hanks thing, Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, just tons of great stuff that I connect with Spielberg. So he'd have to be my fave. But Mel's that's a good pick. I feel like that's a nice tangential pick than what people would normally think of, because Mel you tend to think of as an actor, but when he directs, it's pretty good stuff. Hey, what's up, Wilkies? Good to see you. Spielberg, Hitchcock, Allen. Irwin Allen? Oh, Woody Allen. You see what? See, interpretation, man. I'm like, Irwin Allen, the disaster movie guy? I mean, it would be an Allen, but yeah, I know you mean Woody Allen. So there you go. Just took me a second. See, it tells you where my sci-fi brain is. Like Irwin Allen, you know, that's where my brain goes. Cool. Okay. Kamen Rider is masked rider superhero from Japan. Oh, okay. There you go. So yeah, I'm not watching that. Tarantino, yeah, I forgot him too. Yeah, he's probably on there, you know. I'd buy Huck's honking mug, and of course you can have a merch store. It's free, free country. Sweet, man. Laren, you've talked me into it. I got to get my merch store going. You know what's here? Okay, here's the thing. I do have it going already. It's already there. I just haven't attached it to my channel. So get off your lazy ass, Huck, and attach it. I had a nickel every time somebody said that. All right, freaking autograph my Blu-ray of Extras. Nice. It's on my video horror movie autographs. That's cool. I was going to ask you if you ended up getting Friedkin's autograph. So very cool. God, did I get Friedkin? I'm trying to remember if I got Friedkin's autograph or not. I don't think I did. I want to say there was a horror convention and Linda Blair was there, and I feel like Friedkin is there. I feel like I met him and saw him, but I don't recall having his autograph anywhere. So, I mean, if I come across it, it'll be something to cherish. But I feel like I only got Linda Blair's. I do have her 8x10, not nearby, but it's around. That's a cool name. Digging it. Huck's honking mug. All right, let's go. Freaking film Sorcerer is so good. More people need to check it out. Dude, I have not seen it. You're right. I need to check it out. You know, and sometimes it's always sad when you lose talented people, but when they leave behind something you can actually visit or revisit in certain cases, or in this case, first time. That's part of the fun. Like I know some people out there haven't even seen Pee Wee stuff, like Pee Wee's Big Adventure, because they didn't grow up with Pee Wee or they're not a fan of Pee Wee. Excuse me. But now you can go check it out and see if it makes you laugh, and if it still doesn't make you laugh, that's cool too. Now you got Friedkin's filmography that people are now interested in taking a look at. I'm just glad I was able to get this before Disney re-released it and took all the offensive stuff out. There's a reason. So there's a guy, and I've reached out to him before. I love Heath. Heath, what's going on over at Cyril at Midnight? Awesome dude. He just did here. Let me show you something. I'm gonna, since I'm talking about it, he just did a fantastic show. I'm gonna pimp out somebody else's show. Somebody who doesn't even watch me. I know he doesn't watch me, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I watch him and love his channel. So you may have heard before me talking about Robert Meyer Burnett. I love Robert Meyer Burnett. He's so good. He loves Trek. He talks endlessly about physical media. And recently he had Heath on his show. Here's a quick screenshot of the show. There's Rob, there's Heath. And I'm telling you, if you have not checked this out, if you're a lover of collecting physical media and you're irritated with what's going on, and like Disney's pulling out of Australia, they're not going to be releasing stuff anymore, or just like America, well, like we make a lot of these movies, and yet UK and Germany and Australia, a lot of these labels over there overseas, they're just killing it. So kudos to you guys, are getting sweet additions. And then in the very country that makes the films, we get half-ass releases with barely anything cool on it, or the box isn't that great, and you're getting things like Second Sight or Umbrella, or any of these things that are just doing banging jobs with these releases, and they go to town. They, especially Rob. Rob, look, I know if you ever watch this, hey man, love you. I'm actually met him a couple times out at some conventions. One time at the Starship, was it the Starship Smackdown at a Comic-Con last year. I didn't get to go this year, and he's super nice, super cool. He'll give you time, which is super nice. But they go into that chat, man. They talk about all that stuff, and it gets heated. Rob gets like, he goes off, man. In fact, he had to stop for a second because he's like, now to bring a positive spin into this, and he's like, yeah, oh yeah, thanks. I really went off the rails there, didn't I? But it is a fantastic listen if you enjoy this kind of stuff, these kind of talks. They went for, I don't know how long it was, but it was awesome. It's worth your time. So if you're a fan of Robert Meyer Burnett, get over there and check that out. Right? Yeah. And Heath, man. Heath, if you ever want to pop on the show, man, I'd still love you on here, man. I've tried asking Heath if he wants to do my trivia, but the guy's so busy, he don't got time for little chump change like Huckster. That's why I got to get bigger, y'all. I got to hit the 5K maybe before he says hey, so he can get on the show. I only know The Exorcist. I don't know anything else freaking movie that is. So, well, let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let me look over here and see if they just list. All right, here you go. All right. So here's the filmography. I'll just kind of start with the French Connection because stuff before that you wouldn't know. So French Connection, Exorcist, Sorcerer, Brink's Job, Cruising, Deal of the Century, To Live and Die in LA, Rampage, not the one with The Rock, The Guardian, Blue Chips, Jade, Rules of Engagement, The Hunted, Bug, Killer Joe, and The Kane Mutiny Court Martial. So those are all the movies he's directed. So, yeah. So you've probably heard of To Live and Die in LA, right, Hisham? At least that one. I feel like that's probably the French Connection, Exorcist, and that I feel like are the three titles that people have heard in the atmosphere, in the movie universe. But maybe not. Maybe you only know The Exorcist. It makes sense that Friedkin didn't say anything about the Disney French Connection cut now. His health was way more important. Yep. Absolutely. In fact, Heath also just dropped another video about that. So he played a little clip from Friedkin himself. It's on the commentary on that disc, so I can't wait to check it out. And he's talking about the character of Popeye Doyle. The reason those racial slurs are in there is to establish a character type of who Popeye Doyle is. Like any movie, the way people act and behave, the way those characters are, is a reason for that character being, right? So you can't just take it out. You're not then you're just altering the character that Friedkin created for us. And any art like that, you can't, that's why you're never going to see Song of the South from Disney. I mean, it was a product of its time, clearly, right? And I don't know. I think it's important to know where we were and where we've come, right? And grown as a society and an art form. But some people don't want you to remember those things. So, and this isn't a Disney movie. French Connection was not made by Disney. So hands off. Yeah. Let's see. There you go. So I don't know if that helps knowing that filmography, but there you go. French Connection. Anywho, so anyway, I mean that was put up by 20th Century Fox, so that's who deserves to, put it out and keep it real. Laren Defo got to see that. Exorcist is creepy, but a masterpiece. Woody Allen. Yeah, I figured it out, through my ability to decipher. I think Whoopi Goldberg said that they fall under another umbrella, something similar to news and game show hosts. Yeah, maybe that's it right there. CLIS contract, but noted since the writer's strike, they had to write their own cards. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense then, because all the things I work on now are game shows. So even though those people are actors, they're hosts at the same time on these. So there you go. If Whoopi Goldberg said that, she knows, man. She's a smart cookie. Love me some Whoopi Goldberg. Mike says, I bought the Blu-ray from Linda Blair. You did? Like literally from, I was like, hey, can I have that? I'm guessing it was on her table, right? And then you bought it and then took it to his table. Did she also sign it? Because it seems like if you bought it from her, she'd have signed it as well. Yeah, please do, movie fan. Nice. French Connection is a masterpiece too. Most, if not all, of Friedkin's work is. You strike me as such a young lad, Chris, to have such a love for Friedkin's work, but I'm very impressed. Are your daughter just one? Is your daughter? Does she love the Barbie movie? Yes, we went and saw that together, wife, daughter, and me. And look, and I've said it in my reviews. Although I can't see, also being part of SAG, you may have noticed I've not posted a lot of movie reviews anymore. I'm not supposed to do that, right? That is one thing. Like as a SAG actor, I can't promote that way. It's a little different than being on here and talking about stuff like this and new releases and all that jazz. But when a film comes out and reviewing a film, we've been asked to not do that sort of thing. So, go to my friend Mega Mike, the Movie Fans channel. He does reviews for everything. So until that strike is over, I'm going to be nice and not do reviews in that way. I can probably review stuff like The French Connection. So once I've seen that, I can review the release. How about that? But when it comes to new films coming out, I can't review them in that way. But we did love the Barbie movie. It tickled our fancy, as they say. It was hilarious. Just bawling from laughing so hard. It was an absolute delight. In fact, you know what? Hisham, you done it. I love segues, so you've given me my next one. Let's get to it, my friend. Pick the next screen to share for you, and that is going to be the box office. So here we go. So looky. So Barbie again hits number one, right? At 53 million, y'all, in its third week. It's all 459 million. It is part of the $1 billion club. It reached it this week. You also got Meg 2, The Trench. Speaking of there, Chris, at 30 mil. Just under that was Oppenheimer. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 28. I guess that's not bad for an animated movie of that nature. Haunted Mansion, not doing so hot. Then The Sound of Freedom, Mission Impossible, not doing as good as I'd like, being a Tom Cruise fan. Talk to Me, which I hear is really great. Indiana Jones and Elemental round it out. So, but yeah, Barbie. So when I click Barb, check it, y'all, 1.033 billion. And it's still killing it at 53 million right now in its third week. That is fast, y'all. That is hitting billion fast. So I got some numbers over here. So the Mario Brothers movie, capped out at 1.353 million. I completely think that's within Barbie's reach as long as it keeps out there and it's doing well. I mean, look, domestically it's 459, as you can see, and international is 574. So that means this is doing well everywhere. And when we saw it, we don't have any connection. I've said this on the last show. Brooke didn't play with Barbies growing up. Wife didn't play with them. I didn't play with them. Or did we just know the lore of Barbie. I know there's all the different characters. Barbie's so ubiquitous. You can't not know about Barbie. As long as you know enough about it, you can go in with a little knowledge. And then if that's enough, it'll make you laugh or it won't make you laugh. I know some people that were not fans of the movie, but I know many people that were. So sound off. Are you guys fans of Barbie? Did you laugh? Did you not laugh? I personally think it's hilarious. Can't wait to own it. I know I'll be seeing. In fact, my daughter, not being a Barbie fan, having loved the movie, her birthday is on August 16th. So tell her happy birthday. She wants a Barbie themed birthday. So how hilarious is that? Only because of this movie. Never ever would she have ever had a Barbie themed birthday party. As a kid, she never had one of those, but she liked it so much. We're going to do that for her. But getting back to the numbers, Mario's at 1.353 billion. And Maverick ended up at 1.495 billion. Now that's pretty high. Now the question is, and Top Gun just kept going all summer and even into that Labor Day weekend when they drop there's always that weekend in Labor Day where all tickets everywhere are $3. I mean, that's Cinema Day, I think they call it. So when that came back around, it went back to number one on that weekend. That was amazing. And it came out in May. So question is, does Barbie have that kind of staying power to get into September and October to get to that almost 1.5 bill? I mean, it's doing good. It's doing good. So there you go. So that's what's up with Barbie, man. She's a powerhouse, that little doll. And Margot Robbie, she did such a good job. So yeah, there you go. Need a quick swig. Okay. Sorry, I'm crunching ice on camera. All right. Ridley Scott. See, there you go. Ridley Scott, Rennie Harlan. I was thinking John Avildsen. I like John Avildsen, but I don't know if he has enough for me. He's got some of my favorites of all time. Like Rocky's my top 3 films of all time. And I love Karate Kid. But the rest of his filmography doesn't pop out for me like, say, Ridley Scott does, or even Rennie Harlan. But yeah, they are good directors. How you become YouTubers? Well, you just basically come up with an idea, Hisham, and put it out there. If you want to make one, you let us know, and then we all sort of talk about you. We say, Hisham, do it, man. What do you love? And maybe like you come to a lot of our movie stuff, which is great, but maybe you like motorcycles. I'm just making stuff up. Then make a channel about motorcycles because that's your super passion or something like that. Because no matter what it is, what I found is there's an audience because everyone remembers when you stumbled across these movie channels, right? For some reason, I didn't know these existed. I was like binging epic fail videos and cat videos and, funny stuff and, and people that I knew, like Robert Meyer Burnett. Well, actually, no, even guys like that I started to find after I, started digging into these kind of things. So yeah, just sort of search things you like. And if that is movies, you're already here. So, we love you, man. You're here. So just make stuff, tell people about it, and they'll come. Caveman says that you may break the universe timeline if you are caught drinking out of your mug, right? My own mug. I do have a tumbler, my own tumbler with your smiling mug during the mug, and even better with the Collectors Club, all drinking out of your mug, right? Oh, dude, heads would explode. But I want to see it happen. Right? That'd be great, man. I think Christopher McQuarrie deserves more respect than look, he's now making a name for himself. He's got some good films under his belt. So he's a youngin', let's get a few more under his belt. And look, let's get some females in there. Like Penny Marshall did a great job. Catherine Bigelow. And who knows, maybe Greta Gerwig's gonna she's all set. I am curious if Greta Gerwig, in case you don't know, she wrote and directed Barbie. And the question is she High enough now. And look, she made $1 billion movie, so the answer is yes. Did she get points on that? I'd love to know that. I'm sure they expected it to do well, better than okay, right? Because it's a franchise toy. And so it'll do pretty good, right? It's doing way better than pretty good. So I wonder if, like, to keep the price down, some of the budget down, if Greta and Margot said, okay, we'll lower the salary to have points on the back end. Out of the gross, always get the gross. If anybody ever does movies, never get the net. That's burned so many actors in the past because studios will always tell you there is no net profit ever. Even when something's been out and made $1 billion. Oh, yeah, no, we're still broke. No, you're not. Get those gross points. And boy, I'm so happy for them if they did that. I don't know if they did, but if Greta and or Margot got points on that movie, they're set. So now Margot can at least say, she hasn't had a lot of hits in a row, with like Babylon and all these other films like back to back. They just didn't do well for her. So I was worried for Barbie, because she hasn't really had a smash hit. And so it's nice to see a nice smash hit for her. Obviously a big hit for Greta. So, I mean, sky's the limit for, I think, both of them on their next project. Although the way Hollywood works, they're most likely already doing their next project, especially Margot. Actors tend to get other projects quicker. But there you go. She was selling them, and yes, Linda Blair signed it. It's discussed in my video. Nice. So everybody, if you want to check out that autographed copy, go check out his video. It's thanks to Dad. Huck, he exposed me to so much film when I was little. Nice. Well done. Well done, Dad movie fan 91. What's up, Gary? Let's see. Did you have a bad experience in movie theaters? Example, like kicking chairs. When to that or just in general? Throwing popcorn, texting, laughing, talking, vaping, smoking. Really? Dang. No on some of the latter stuff. I don't see people vaping and smoking. I don't think anybody's going to smoke in a theater because I would definitely rat their asses out and have them thrown out. Or I just might leave because once smoke is in the air, I'm not good with smoke. So can't breathe around smoke. It's very uncomfortable. But yeah, like one time, like I keep feeling like once in a while, I was like, I get if you're uncrossing your legs and you kick the chair, I get it. I might tap a chair by accident once in a while. But yeah, if my chair just keeps rocking like this, that's when you have to grab the chair and go, excuse me, I am sitting here. I have to tell somebody. That doesn't happen too much. Laughing, yeah, there better be laughing happening when I'm seeing Barbie. But if I'm seeing Oppenheimer and somebody's obnoxiously laughing, yeah, shut the hell up. But no, I don't get a lot of the popcorn throwing unless it's a Rocky Horror Picture Show. But texting, dude. So literally when I was at Barbie, this old lady, right? She gotta be like a grandma. There's a grandma sitting next to me. And her phone kept lighting up. And to her credit, she'd look down, kind of turn it off. But there was one moment right in the middle, it popped on. I swear I thought she was reading text. And I get so distracted by that. I'm like, squirrel. Right? Like when I see it, I'm instantly out of the movie. Like I can't even try to block it out. So I was like 2 seconds from telling her, turn your phone off in a nice way because she's grandma. And I saw her like struggling with swiping because I could tell she was trying to either turn off the screen and then she finally got the power button up. I'm like, oh, come on, turn it off, Granny. And she swiped the power button. I'm like, right on, Grandma. So yeah. But other than that, I was still distracted 3 times because of her damn phone. Like, just put it away. Like, put it on silent and put it in your pocket. Done. That's what I do. Don't put it in a cup holder so it, like during Oppenheimer, it's like, oh, I could literally feel the explosion from your phone. Let's see. Have you seen the app where you can turn yourself into a Barbie? I have not. I should do that, Laren. What's it called? Is it called Barbie Yourself? What's the name of the app? So I can do that, and I'll do that on the next one. Speaking about horror movies, what horror movie not make you scared at all? Which one doesn't make me scared at all? Well, here's the thing. So, can you arguably say Night of the Creeps is a horror movie? Because my buddy Derek recommended that one to me for part of the Collectors Club recommendations. And by the poster, it looked like a really good zombie movie. I didn't realize it was also sort of like a comedy, almost like Shaun of the Dead kind of thing, where it's a little bit of both. And for me, like, the difference is, like, Shaun of the Dead had payoff, like, they were really good zombie moments, like, when the guy gets pulled out the door and he literally gets ripped in half, I'm like, "Alright, so that's the part of the zombie part of that movie you're wanting to see." And then I feel like Night of the Creeps, it always stopped before a good payoff. Like, and I mentioned this in the thing. This one kid's got the lawnmower, and he's like, "Get off!" He tells the girl to get off the zombie, and she, sucker elbows him or something. He's like, "Arr!" And then he sits up, and then the lawnmower goes right into his face. I'm like, "Oh, here it comes. Finally, we're gonna get a practical effect where the lawnmower chops up a zombie head and blood's gonna go everywhere. Here it comes." Cut. Like, it goes right to his face, and then it just cuts. No effect, no blood, no nothing, no anything. I'm like, I was getting so frustrated because there was nothing scary about it. So it ended up just sort of being like a fun comedy, sci-fi. I'm not even gonna say horror because I don't even feel like it was too scary. So that's one I would say I expected to have a little scare to it that had none. So yeah. But most things that I go to that are supposed to be scary are scary. Margot Robbie is a fave actress, but I don't feel a need to see Barbie. Oh, that's cool. That's your choice there. Now, is that just because you? I wonder what your reason is. Is it because it's too overhyped and you refuse to get into the hype? Uh, does the whole Barbie thing turn you off? I mean, it's a funny movie. Like I said, we have no connection to Barbie, so I didn't go with some sort of Barbie connection. I just went to go see a funny movie, and that's what I ended up seeing. Laughed my ass off, y'all. Hisham, for me, Scream, Child's Play, Bride of Chucky. Okay, those are ones that didn't scare you, right? If you're answering that same question, wow, you weren't scared during none of those, huh? Yeah. I mean, Scream had some good jumps to it, especially like the first scene when um, plucky little Drew Barrymore gets yeah, you know what? Lean on me, the power of one, were two John Alvisons. Oh yeah, yeah. Those are good ones. See again, I just kind of forgot he made those. Been watching Roger Corman films so greatly, especially the movies with Vincent Price. Yeah, I just got this. I just did a video. You guys go check it out. I was so elated this happened. These aren't Corman movies, but they feel like Corman movies. And I got this the box set. I got the Arrow, the video store, Screams. What is it? Empire of Screams. Uh, I was so lucky. You'll see why. Go see the video. You'll see what a chore it was to get that. I thought it was sold. Someone gave it away. Someone did give it away, but somebody else had my back. But you'll see. And it's 50% off. In case you don't know, y'all, get out to Barnes and Noble because it's 50% off for Arrow titles now, much like it was for Criterion last month. And I got that for $50, and it's out of stock everywhere, online, everywhere. It's like the only place you can get it is eBay. People charging crazy prices. So it was very cool to not only get the last copy in town, the last copy in all of LA that I could find, but I also got it for 50% off. So right on. Thank you, John, over Barnes and Noble. But yeah, I love me some Corman stuff. Let's see. Now, Jasu, is that how you pronounce it? Jasu? Thank you for being here. Are you new to my channel? Your name looks new. So if I've missed you before, but I'm noticing now, thank you so much. But yeah, I'm with you, man. I love me some Corman movies. I actually worked right next to the Corman Studios. It was crazy. I was editing, demo reels back in the day for actors, and there was a lot of people going in and out of the Corman Studios. In fact, my old roommate Joe, he's a cinematographer, actually did some work with Corman. I wish I could have acted in a Corman movie. That is one thing I just wish I had on my resume. I did work, on a PM Entertainment movie, which is sort of like Corman Studios. Like Corman was sort of the sci-fi low budget stuff. PM Entertainment was the low budget action stuff, and then Full Moon was like the horror stuff. So they all had like their little niche that they were mostly known for. And then I think they all did a little bit of, although Full Moon I think just always did horror. But PM and Corman dabbled in a little of outside of those genres. Let's see. Caveman says, if you choose movies, will you not find a more loving and welcoming community as the Blue Tuber community? Great examples Here with Huck. Thank you, sir. Mike, Tim, Derek, Dell. Too many to list here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You think Barbie will be available for streaming? Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's huge. So any movie like that, like Guardians just came to what Disney Plus a week ago or so. So that was May, June, July. So maybe about 3 months. That was about a 3 month window for that. So Barbie probably already had plans for its window, but it's doing much better than thought. So that same thing happened with Top Gun. Top Gun was doing huge. And Paramount says, we're going to put it on our platform in 45 days. And Tom Cruise says, no, you're not. Do not do that. I mean, he was smart. He was the wise one. He knew, look, we got us a hit. And they calmed down. They didn't do it. And thank God, because now it kept rolling, steamrolling throughout the entire summer, became a $1 billion club member. So Barbie's going to be the same. They probably have a 3 month window on that. But if it keeps rocking and rolling close to that 3 month mark, I think they're just going to keep pushing it just a little bit till they finally start to see Barbie down at number 10, 11, 12 on the box office. And then they can do. But if it's still like, I think even top 10, I don't think you'll see it in a streaming situation right away. Why Val Kilmer won't return as Bruce Wayne in The Flash? Well, I mean, we know why. You know why. Val Kilmer has his affliction and can't do that anymore. Hisham says you can also reach out to some YouTubers who do interviews of collectors without channels and do movie swaps. See, he's talking about our brother Dell, and KB loves movies. They may help you get your foot in the door and help you with your comfort. Cinema Man says, I can't take Vincent Price as a serious actor after watching him as Egghead. Come on, man. Egghead was the best. Turns out the Barbie thing is a TikTok filter. Oh, it's a TikTok filter. Okay. Should be pretty easy, but I know nothing. You know, it's funny, Laren, I just tell my daughter when she comes home, I'm like, hey, what's the TikTok thing with Barbie? She's like, oh, right here. See, now I don't have to do any work. She already knows. I'm off to see Barbie right now. Get out of here. Really? Finally, I'll let you know what I think about it on the next morning mug. Have a great day. Dude, Laren, have so much fun. Enjoy the movie. I hope you like it. You know, like I said, it's just go in with an open mind. Go in with the want to enjoy the film. If you go in like, ugh, it's probably going to suck, you know, it'll probably end up sucking. But, you know, I hope you like it. There you go. Dell, what's up? Just chatted about you, man. Laren says, hey, I just saw Bobby earlier this week and was surprised how much I enjoyed it. No way. Glad to hear that, Dell. Yeah, I loved it over here. Hey, Laren, and all the chats. Caveman says, hey there. Were your ears burning? Yeah, because we were just talking about you. I hear it's too political from what I hear. Plus, Barbie isn't really my thing. No, it's not too political. Look, it does a little male bashing, but who cares? Look, honestly, if you listen to that message, it's okay. Like we deserve a little of that in the context of what they're giving, right? We just do, right? It's a little heavy-handed and over the head with it, but it never got too much for me that I wasn't laughing about it, because it wasn't like a real heavy drama like about male bashing and female empowerment. It's literally a toy movie. It's like a grand commercial for a toy. And they even make themselves look like idiots. Like, gotta give it to Mattel for literally making their head of Mattel an imbecile like Will Ferrell. Yeah, I mean, they were poking fun at it all. So if you can just, I mean, again, if that's too, if I get it, if that topic is just something you don't want to hear or deal with, just, yeah, let it go. Probably won't be for you. Because I think you've already now dialed it in, Chris, for you, that you don't want that. And so that's not your thing. So to go watch it, I sincerely feel you're just not going to like it, because that message is there, but it was there in a way that I laughed my ass off. So yeah, if you're already there, I probably say that's not in your wheelhouse. Hisham says, when I was watching Transformers Rise of the Beast in theaters, somebody was vaping. Oh my God, seriously? But did it smell like pancakes? Because, you know, if you're going to vape, might as well smell like pancakes. No, that's bogus, man. Hope you kicked him to the curb. Vaping in the theater. It's ridiculous. I'm just catching up on the convo. Are you starting a channel? I think he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Just stop in and say hello. Hey there, R&D. Good to have you here. All right, y'all. We are just cranking along here. Thank you for coming to the lunchbox. I don't know what I'm going to make stick on this one, but there you go, lunchbox. What to tell you? Okay, so let's get into some. I haven't seen Mama Blu-ray, but if Mama and Sue, you're watching, hello, and Sue, here it comes. Oh yeah, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, what? Oh, it's coming. Got to get it up. Mm, mm, what Sue? What Sue gonna get? What Sue gonna get? What Sue gonna get? There it is. It's my little song. What Sue gonna get? Here's the new releases. I even backed it up here to August 7th yesterday because A24 is putting out a digibook, which is very, very loaded, by the way. Let me I mean, it is a just chock full of stuff. I'll show it to you in a sec. It's on a separate tab. But here's what's out there, y'all. Got my Swamp Thing, hopefully coming in today. Enter the Dragon. You got a Steelbook and a 4K. Little Nicky on Blu-ray. So if you're a big Adam Sandler fan, there's another title to add to your mix. Fast X on a 4K Steelbook. Probably all the formats. It's all there. Anybody gonna get that? I will not. I don't mind watching all of those like once, but I never feel the need to go back and rewatch a Fast and Furious movie. The last one was just it was just bad. Homeboys in Outer Space actually happened. It was hilarious. I'm like, really? But there you go. But if you're a fan of that, there it is. Fast X, go get it, man. Movie called Outrage. It's an old one, so Tim Talks Talkie is gonna love that. Swamp Thing, like I mentioned before, is coming out. Should have mine in Ender's Game. Look at that deal. It's Ender's Game coming out on 4K. Of course, that's the kid from Hugo, and also stars Harrison Ford. So anybody else going to pick up Ender's Game? That's a neat looking release. Movie called Strangers in the House. The Fear. Ooh, Angry Black Girl and Her Monster is coming out. Ravishing Danny / the girl something. Some anime, some salacious looking cover there. Night of the Assassin. The Fast and Furious 10 movie collection. And of course, I mean, from what I heard, there's another one coming out. So are they just going to keep doing that? See, if they stop now, 10 movies is a nice fat collection. So you can finally go, all right, I will get the 10 movie collection. But I mean, I heard Fast X is a part 1 of 2. Who saw it? I didn't see it. Does it leave you hanging like Redemption, Dead Redemption of the Mission Impossible movie, where there's a second one coming? Or is it just, it wraps itself up, but they could still do another one? Because I don't think it did as well as they had hoped, but I think they still always do enough money that they're going to make another one. A movie called Night of the Executioner, 97 minutes. You guys shout it out if you see something you're going to pick up. Yell, chime in. Crooked Hearts, The Big Knife. Don't know that one. Anything else near the end here? No. Okay. Other than tons of Fast and Furious stuff everywhere. So there you go. 8, 9, 10, 11. What is it? So Ziggy Stardust, big old digibook, is coming out a few days later. So that won't be on the next Tuesday, but it is right there. So if you want that Ziggy Stardust, go get it, y'all. Goodness, just yakking up a storm here on the lunchbox. All right, so that's interesting. I've already snuck ahead here for a sec. Where did I leave off, y'all? Okay, here we go. Mike is here and he says, is this still live? It is still live. Why was the show later today? Because my daughter started school, Mike, and I had to bring her this morning. And I thought, rather than canceling the mug, which I had to do in the past because I had work at 9 when I got home, I didn't have work. So I got to push the morning mug to, the lunchbox, the lunch cafe, the brunch cafe. I don't know. Come on, guys. Send me stuff. If you watch this on the replay and you got some clever ideas, hit me in the comments, man. Would love to know. But yes, sir. Bye, Huck. Have a great day. Adrian James. Love you, man. Have a great day. Dell on Movie says, I'll wait for a price drop on Fast X. We'll pick up Swamp Thing. Yeah. Can't wait to see the picture on Swamp Thing. Saying later, Ender's Game already has 4K release. Well, tell you what, let me go take a look. He's asking, is this a special edition? All right, let me click it for you. And we'll go back to the screen. Yoink. It is a steelbook. It is a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Looky there. So if you dig the movie, I mean, I like the movie. I mean, I feel like if that's like, let's see, is that, oh, it is Lionsgate. Okay, well, that's a good thing. So it's a Lionsgate steelbook, which means hopefully it'll be in that $19 to $21, $22 range. So if you do want to get the steelbook, it's not going to set you back Disney money, like $38 for a steelbook. So yeah, man, that's what it is. It's a steelbook. Absolutely does, leaving you hanging. Oh, and the Fast X, it does. All right, well, then no need to pick up the 10-pack. God, I just see, that's the other thing too. We may not get a lot of the packaging we like, but we seem to get a lot of like screw you things like this. Like they know they're gonna do an 11-pack or 12-pack wherever they end it, but they're just, every time a movie comes out, they're just gonna make a pack, and then maybe super fans are gonna buy every pack. Maybe you got the tire, and then you got the next one. Now you got this one, but that's too much. Too much. Not gonna that. Even more so than Mission Impossible. Dang. Fast X is a part 1. It's not really a cliffhanger, but it's open-ended. All right. Fast X, it's supposed to be a part 1 of 3. Oh my God. So lucky 13. Although it would be, yeah. Plus Hobbs and Shaw is supposed to have a sequel. Although technically this is 10, so it'd be 11 and 12. So lucky 13 would have to be what, where they end it. Some, Dom is like in a wheelchair and he's racing people in a wheelchair. It's getting there, man. It's been a long time that franchise rolling, but same thing with Mission Impossible. It says, hey, Heck, were you able to get your Walmart? I was not. Such a sweet cover. I didn't. I went back to a 2 different Walmarts. They didn't have them. I had some awesome peeps out there, Nick at AVM Pulse. And Sean, he was out there. 2 guys saying, Huck, I'll go out. If I see it, I'll buy it for you. And they both went out the next day. No dice. And it looked good. Like Sean sent a picture. It's like, hey, I saw these today. I saw you were looking for it. But yeah, so I mean, if anybody sees it, let me know. I think it's long gone because they didn't make hardly any. Like when I went to mine, I said, how many did you get? You ready? 2. I said, what do you mean 2? This is your Walmart exclusive. He goes, yeah, that's all we got in the box was 2. I'm like, well, yeah, no wonder you sold out, because I got there at about noon and they opened at 8, of course. 2. No wonder like these are selling out and not prevalent, because they didn't make enough. But yeah, so I probably won't need it though, because my wife was like, hey, our anniversary is coming up on the 21st. And she's like, I know you want Guardians. I'll just get you the white slipcover version. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I'll probably just live with that, y'all. It's all good. Correction, Fast X isn't a cliffhanger. Well, is it? Or isn't it? The Nooner with Huck. Right. There you go. The Nooner. Lots of action in Fast X10. Is it? Okay. Like worth seeing? Huck's Pop Culture Lunch Shack. Oh, the Lunch Shack, huh? Well, the Lunch Shack is a little old place where you can get your groove on. That was horrible. But, I went with it. I stuck with it. I committed, y'all. That's what the Huckster does. All right. Gosh. All right. Now what? Oh, here you go. I will share another screen with you, just so I can share something. Let's see. It is. Here you go. Let me get the right one. Which one is it? Hold on. Okay, now that I got the thing on there. Cancel. So it's just a video I want to share with you. I'm not going to play the video. Here it is. So it's just a screenshot for you to go check out. So this is what's up, y'all. My Spirit Halloweens have opened. I did my first store tour on the 5th. I was thinking about going back in there. I don't know, maybe today or tomorrow. You got to check it out. Great gal, Ashley, I met. I always like make friends like right away with the people that run Spirit Halloween. And this was a different store that I went to last year because the one I went to still isn't open yet. It's one near Walmart that doesn't have my movie. This one's a little bit further away, but she was a delight. She was so cool. She was totally game. I'm like, hey, you want to get on camera? She's like, what? My hair. And she did like the hair toss and then instantly camera ready. Awesome. So yeah, so she's on the video. So when I go back, I'll try to keep seeing if she wants to be on video. Yeah, I like getting people excited and stuff like that. So next time I go back, I'm like, hey man, you got fans. So you guys gotta leave comments saying, yeah, Ashley's awesome, so that she'll I wanted to see that people appreciate her. So there you go. But yeah, go check that out. It was a very fun run. Can't wait to do more. Rob is here, the Lost Boy. What's up, Huck? Hey, Caveman, and all you awesome people in the chats. Well, hey there, Rob. Finding it amazing how well the fast films do at the box office. I see a few of them, and to me personally, they're not that memorable. Yeah, they're not that memorable, but I think that's it. Is people just get out, they need some popcorn fun, and then they're out. And I guess that's what it's doing, especially if you've got good action set pieces in those films, which they are really over the top now. They're not nearly in the grounded realm that the first few were. I mean, the first Fast and Furious was a good movie. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And there's a nice little $12 steelbook at Walmart and it's a good looking steelbook. I think it's nice looking, but I don't know. I also don't want to just spend the 12, 13 bucks if I'm not going to watch it again, because I did like it, but I don't know, that franchise isn't like super dope for me. Hope you're awesome, sir. Whoop, popped in. You the man, caveman. Ben says, I was a Fast fan until 9, where they jumped the shark by driving the car into space. Dude, the same thing happened to me. I was like, literally like, are you serious? Like that was literally like hands on the face, like Macaulay Culkin. I'm like, what? No. And nobody dies in that franchise. Oh yeah, I know, right? And they even start pointing it out. Didn't they point that out? Like, yeah, it's because we're family, or we have some. I don't know. Yeah, I think they addressed that in either Fast that movie or X. I don't know. I feel like I've seen a clip where Dom is talking about how they can't and didn't look. Correct me if I'm wrong. Michelle Rodriguez died in like number 4, right? And then somehow she was resurrected in another one. Like she didn't. That's when that was the shark jumping for me. I'm like, wait, time out. Isn't she gone? This isn't the superhero movie where you can just roll back time and then suddenly, you know what? It wasn't her. Was it right? Wasn't she dead? You guys let me know, because again, I don't watch enough of these, but enough to remember. But I'm pretty sure, at least I feel like I like she was gone. Swamp Thing or Man Thing? I like Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing, baby. Although Man Thing, if you haven't seen the Night of the Werewolf, is that what it's called? Or Werewolf by Night? The one-off that Disney Plus did with the character, the Disney character. There's Man Thing in that, and he looks really good. Like I think it's because I just haven't seen Man Thing do a lot of stuff. I mean, not that Swamp Thing had the TV show. It's also got 2 movies, and I kind of dig the whole that he's kumbaya with the swamp. But I would like to see Man Thing. I don't know. Will we though? Like it was nice that he popped up in that. So I think they'd have to do another one for us to see more Man Thing. But I love the look of Man Thing too. They both have a great look. Dell says, I watched the Fast series strictly to see how stupid it gets. So driving car into space was right up my alley. Right? I mean, dude, if that's what you're looking for, nailed it. Like you can't get crazier than that. Whose celebrity you don't like it? Wait, whose celebrity you don't like it? Like what celebrity don't I like? Is that what you're saying? Whose celebrity you don't like it? I'm not quite sure what you're saying. I mean, I don't know. I don't dislike a lot of celebrities. I mean, I like some of the stuff they do. I can't think of one offhand where I'm like, nope. Like I know everyone's sort of crapping on Ezra Miller right now because he's going through some stuff. So I guess you could not. But I mean, I don't hate Ezra Miller. In fact, I hope he seeks help and can turn his life around, because he's not playing the Flash no more. That's for sure. The first few Fast movies were groundbreaking at the time. Yeah, they were good. Right, she died in a car explosion, right? And then wakes up 2 movies later. Classic Fast X, right? There you go, Dell. Like, you see now crazy? There you go. Bring chicks back to life just by waking up. Yep, her character dies in part 4. She was only the first of many to die and come back. Yeah, right? It's all up for grabs in those movies. A celeb I don't like, a hard choice right now is Megan Fox. She's a lover. Oh, I don't dislike Megan Fox. In fact, I've been watching last year I watched what's the horror movie she's in, y'all? Till Death? Till Death. No, I don't think it's Till Death Do Us Part. It's one where the poster she's laying in the snow looking up, because she's near the hole in the ice. I feel like that's like Till Death, or it's like the phrase of something. It's the second part of it, like Do Us Part or something like that. And I like that movie quite a bit. I thought she was really good. So yeah, man. Yeah, I there's no way I dislike Megan Fox. She's adorable, and she hasn't. I will say this. I'm coming back around, but I really disliked Will Smith for a while after the slap to Chris Rock. Absolutely disliked him a lot because I loved Will Smith. That's the thing. Love, love, love Will Smith. I got a ton of his movies. I just watched Collateral Beauty, which is a movie that Mike recommended to me, and his performance was stellar in it. So as I was watching him, he was kind of winning me over with the performance. So that I wasn't a fan of. He really crossed the line. And I mean, it's just, look, there's nothing you can say. There's no, great. You could be the person that says, oh, he was just defending his wife. No, he wasn't defending his wife. He's on a show, millions of people watching, there's security around, and you assaulted a brother on stage. End of story. So, yeah, so I need to come back around, start liking Will Smith again. I think it's been long enough, but, that was uncool. So that put a great dislike in me getting more Will Smith movies. I didn't like outright pull all my Will Smith movies off the shelf. I'm like, I'm done with that guy, because everyone gets a second chance eventually. So there you go. Of all the cars they sent in space, they had to send a toxic when burned Pontiac Fiero. They should, they should have been poisoned on reentry, right? That's funny. I've seen the first Fast film, and the first one The Rock was in, and he was oiled up with baby lotion. Yep. Yeah, you got to oil up The Rock, man. If you got The Rock on there, like half your budget's like oil. I just don't care for her anymore. But yeah, I heard that movie was good. And have it. Nice. Fast X is a drinking game. Drink every time Vin Diesel says or references family. Says brother, sister, father. You will be intoxicated by the time the credits roll. That sounds funny, Dell. Speaking of smacking, smack that like button on your way out. Thanks, caveman. Look at that. A smack attack. Let's see. 25. Thank you so much. 25. And we're at that nice 5, y'all. I love it on the 5. So, I mean, you can just sit right there. But if you pump it to 26, I'm going to go nuts, and you got to get me to 30. So if somebody's going to push that button, you're going to set me off, y'all. So, whatever you do, don't push. You can see me looking. Don't push that button. Don't make it 25. Don't make it 26. 25 is a nice, solid, even 5 number. Much like good. It's sitting there nice and firm. Dang, come it, 26. Who did that? Who did it? All right. See, now we got to get to 30. Now we got to get to 30. So let's go. Let's go. Push it up, people. 27. Hallelujah. Y'all get a heart. Look at that. It's floating heart, y'all. 27. Look at it. Come on, there's 22 watching now. I know people come and go during the old mug, during the lunchbox, during the snack pack. So yeah, usually when I turn these off, almost like 100 people have popped in and out, which is nice. Because I know the morning and the afternoon isn't as easy as nighttime, but I do love when you guys just pop in. Super nice. Yeah, so there you go, 27. Why you want today at 1 o'clock? I think I've mentioned before. I don't know if you heard it already. It's because my wife and daughter went back to school today. Had to bring my daughter to school, and it was during the time I normally start. So I just pushed it closer to a lunchtime. Do you like some Nicolas Cage movie? Heck yeah, man. I like The Rock. I like Con Air. I like Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I like Face Off. I mean, he's got a ton of good stuff. I even like some of his dramatic turns. He was great in Leaving Las Vegas. Got the Oscar for it. Yeah, man, Nick Cage is cool. You know what I got to see, though? What was the Twin Towers movie? I just saw a clip of him, where he goes into a convenience store and they're being robbed, but the robbers are like, "Shh," and they got the white gun to her head underneath the counter. But Cage is onto it, and he's like looking around, and he can tell by their behavior they're being robbed. And he goes outside, he goes, "Man, they're being robbed in there." And he tells his buddy, "Oh yeah." I was like, I've never seen that movie, but that clip got me so interested. And I'm pretty sure like that's the look. He's in a cop uniform, he's got the stash. So I want to say that's the Twin Towers movie. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but if you've seen that, that one clip made me want to see it right there. I'm sorry, Huck, about the uneven likes. Well, caveman, come on, you gotta look like we got to get it to 30 now. We got to get to 30. That's great. Look at higher the better is always good. We like high numbers. In fact, it's been a while since I've signed off with 30 likes, so maybe I'll stick around for at least 3 more likes. I know we're wrapping this up, and you guys got to get out. Got to go get your lunches. It's probably your actual lunchtime for some of you guys. Nick Cage's Moonlighting is such a good and funny movie. Oh, Moonstruck. You mean Moonstruck? Because Bruce Willis was in Moonlighting. That was a TV show. But yeah, but Moonstruck is very good. Remember the same? Snap out of it. That's my Cher impression. Spot on, by the way. Go watch that clip. Nailed it. Let's see. Daredevil is underrated or overrated. You know what? I think it's not overrated because no one talks highly about it. That's the one with Ben Affleck, right? But I think people always bag on it, so I think it's not given enough credit because I do think it has some really good aspects to it. It's not a home run, but it wasn't a bad movie for me. I think some of the camera work was a little shoddy because you couldn't see the action. Like, what's going on? I can't stand it when action isn't well shot because, these great stuntmen choreograph a fight. Let's see it. That's why Jackie Chan locks the thing down so you can watch his fight because it's beautiful. So yeah, I would say it's not overrated, but it's probably underrated because so many people trash on it a lot. Good question though. Pig and World Trade Center. Yeah, World Trade Center. That's what I was thinking of. So I didn't see Pig yet, but given the cover, I don't think that's the movie. Or I think you're just saying those are good movies he's in. But yeah, World Trade Center is the one. I think where he's got the cop uniform and the stash. De Palma's Snake Eyes was fantastic. Yeah, no, I liked it. I saw it. I liked it. It's got a good 2-pack of Snake Eyes and Face Off on Blu-ray if you don't have those. Yeah, Moonstruck, snap out of it. Bangkok Dangerous is one I watched to shut off my brain. Now Bangkok Dangerous. That sounds more like a Jet Li kind of Ong Bak type thing. Is that a Nick Cage movie that I'm completely blanking on? Bangkok Dangerous. Sounds like an action fest though. If you say turn your brain off, dude, I'm thinking it's a good action movie. Yeah, Daredevil, the park fight flirting scene is so bad it brings the film down a notch. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, I know. Again, here's the thing. I didn't love it because I think that Colin Farrell, I always say Further Farrell, it's Farrell, yeah, isn't great as Deadshot, Bullseye. Long Shot, Deadshot, Bullseye. A lot of these guys have the same name. Bullseye, right? I think is his name because he got the target on his head with the bullseye. So yeah, I like the Kingpin though. Like for me, like when you had the Daredevil and Kingpin, I love those scenes. Those were pretty good. Michael Clark Duncan made a very imposing Kingpin. I think he was a spot on choice for that. And I like some of the blind effects, when he hits the stuff and he sees the sonar coming back. Those things were really nice. So I feel like it had some nice touches, and then it had some fights in the park moments. So, which is probably why I haven't rewatched that film in probably 20 years, or what has it been? 2000? Yeah, in a long time. If I could like twice, I would. Huck, love the mug. Love you, Rob. Thank you. I'm at 28. 2 more likes. That's what we'll do. Tell you what, you hit me 30. I think we're at a good place to sign off. Pig is really good, so it sounds like I need to check that out. Nick Cage, Bruce Willis, we can't forget Steven Seagal. They're all kings of putting out straight-to-video junk. Not even Chuck Norris went that low. Well, Seagal, for the love of God. At least Willis, like, God bless him with his affliction. I mean, was doing it for the money and trying as best he could with his faculties. But man, Seagal just let himself go. He was just a big, I'm sure he could still kick your ass. He just doesn't have to move. He doesn't have to move very much to do it anymore. But I swear I saw this one with my buddy. And there was a scene like Seagal was going through like a hallway for like a hotel room, and he goes to put the key in the door, and there was a close up of that. Like, why are we seeing a close up of the key going in the lock? It was an absolutely absurd cutaway, but you could hear. I'm like, is he grunting, putting a key in the door? Dude, I laughed so hard because it's like, that's how out of shape you are. You cannot turn a key. From that moment, I'm like, Seagal. And I love early Seagal. I'll go out on a limb. I love Above the Law, Hard to Kill, Out for Justice, Marked for Death. Those little first four. I don't know if there's any. And Under Siege. Those are the 5-pack. If I could curate a Seagal box set, those would be the 5. Anything else out of that, they just start to go downhill. He starts to gain weight. Glimmer Man, he's hiding behind a filing cabinet with his, he's resting his wrists on his gut. I'm like, dude, don't rest your arms on your stomach, man. You're only pointing it out. So yeah. But those would be my 5 Seagal go-to movies that I enjoy. And that's kind of it. Director's cut of Daredevil is way better. Okay. Cause I haven't watched the director's cut yet, Dell. I do have it. But I thought to myself, how much better can it be? But I like that. I trust you, Del. You and I, we click. So when I go to rewatch it, I will be sure to put in the director's cut. Bangkok Dangerous is definitely turn your brain off action flick. Nice. I like those though, man. You got to get those in once in a while, especially if you've been watching heavy stuff and you need one of those. Looking forward to Jennifer Garner coming back as Elektra in Deadpool 3. Yeah, any of those cameos, if they're done right, I'm all in. I don't care. I love it, even though she's dead. But it's comic books. Or it's Fast and Furious. People that just be in comas. Maybe she wasn't dead. Sure, she got a sigh all the way through her gut, all the way through her back. It's a flesh wound. If we've learned anything from Monty Python, it's a flesh wound. It's only a flesh wound. So it's a flesh wound. She'll be back. Yes, it's a Nick Cage movie. He's a hitman in Bangkok, falls in love, and teaches why elephant trunks should never point down. I cannot wait to see the context of that, caveman. Huck, the only thing Steven Seagal beats up now is the Golden Corral, dude. He beats the hell out of that buffet, doesn't he? Just oh, that's hilarious. Damn right, man. And how did his widow's peak get lower? Like, I looked at his older movies, he had sort of a hairline here, and now it's like jet black, and it comes down to like, can you do it, man? Like that. I'm like, wow, that's not a stuck-on hairpiece. I don't know what is, or he's just had it surgically glued that way, because that was not his hairline. Like from the day, at least match your hairline from Above the Law. Don't make it lower. Look, I know when you get older, they don't get lower. Mostly get higher. Next was I did see Next. That was pretty cool. Best Seagal movie is Executive Decision. Yeah, look, and that's no lie. Like, I want to say, like, you might be kind of joking on that, but look, that's a great movie, and I will give Seagal credit for taking that role, because at the time he was at the height of his powers, man. Like, when Seagal put out a movie, I think all the way up to Under Siege. So when he put out Above the Law, it was number 1 there. Hard to Kill, number 1. Out for Justice, number 1. Under Siege, number 1. So he was the guy, right? He was sort of the new martial arts guy for a while. And Executive Decision comes out. He's the superhero of the movie. He's the guy you need to like get on that plane and take it back, get it under control. And man, the decision, and they even open with the scene where he's like taking his squad and showing what a badass he is. I'm like, yeah, get him, Seagal. I was like, all in. And then they're on the plane and he's like, we're not going to make it. You are. And he closed the thing. Then, ha! I was like, oh, like, no lie. I literally did one of, I do one of those in the theater. If I get shocked, I tend to yell, oh, really loud, and people stare at me. But dude, when you saw his little body, I'm like, did they just do that? Was Seagal? No way. And that was brilliant. Brilliant, man. It's like if you cast a Rock in something and he did that. Although I mean, there was a comedy where he falls off with Sam Jackson, but that was just a comedic moment. This is a legit, you don't know that's coming kind of thing. So yeah, that was awesome. That was a great scene. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. I never heard anyone talk about Snake Eyes with Caruso and Nick Cage. Yeah. He's a jacked up mafioso type. I thought it was a great flick. Yeah, Caruso, man. He was trying to make movies there. He did Jade with, speaking of, Jade was another movie he made with him. Let's see. I'm fine with Will Smith because he seems to be a good person who made a mistake. Yeah, Seagal is a horrible person. Yeah, he is horrible. Yeah, I'm not a fan of his anymore. Again, I can still watch his stuff and go, that's just Seagal, movies. But yeah, Will, like I said, when I saw Collateral Beauty, which by the way, I have to say, Mike, thank you. He recommended that movie. It is really a sweet, well, let me pull that back. It's not a sweet movie, but it's endearing, right? And it has it's some hard subject matters in it. It tugs at the heartstrings. He does a good job. It sort of made me like start feeling for Will again because you feel for him in that film. So I feel like it's kind of the right movie I needed to see to say, okay, Will, don't go slapping anybody anymore. Don't go hitting people on stage. And we'll be okay. Doug Walker, a bat credits card. Oh, yeah. I know, bat credit card. Ching! Never leave home without it. Agreed, Dill. Huck, what's up? Hey, Starships of Greatness. Welcome, mon frere. Well, we got 29 people, guys, gals, friends, chums. Hit that 30, and I think we'll call it a day. We are one away. That is correct. Love your movie collection in the back. Thank you. Thank you. I will be showing this off. I'm getting something in the mail. According to Amazon, it should show up today. And once I get that up, it will now be ready for me to shoot, show off, and present to you guys. Hopefully, if it shows up today, I'll shoot it this week and get it up. Get it up soon. I think you'll dig it. All right, guys, you got it. Look, 20 of you guys still watching out there. Love you all. It's 29 people. If someone hasn't hit like yet, do me a favor. Hit it to 30. Hit it to 30. I'll wait it out. Come on. You guys got the skills. I know it. The best thing Seagal ever did was Kelly LeBrock. That's funny. Yes, the best thing was ever was Kelly LeBrock. Yeah. She may not agree with you, by the way, anymore. I bet she's saying, although she may say, yes, the best thing he was ever in was me. But the best thing she's ever had is not Seagal. Dude, that's funny. Well done, Cinnamon. Get your little golfer's clap on that one. That's pretty good. Best Caruso Cage movie is Kiss of Death. There it is. Oh, maybe that's what it was, Kiss of Death. I thought it was Jade. Wasn't he also? I can't imagine the Caruso and Nick Cage did all three of those movies together. Did he? We got to be off on one of those. Kiss of Death, Jade, and Snake Eyes. Is Caruso in all three of those with Cage? Or is he not in Jade? Maybe I'm just thinking of Kiss of Death and not Jade. So I might have been off on that one. Cinema Man's on fire today. I know, right? Just keep them cracking, son. Half of the nerve herders are here, right? Yes, you guys are. You done well, sir. I'm also wrecking my voice. Hold on. Thank you, R&D. Yes, he was not in Jade. Okay, so that's the one I'm off on. All right. I know. And Caruso only had like those 3 movies, and then he realized he made a mistake and went back and he did. What was it, Michael Collins? It was Michael something that didn't do well. It's a TV show, and then he got CSI Miami, and he got himself a second career. So he needs to consider himself lucky he had a second chance, because those don't come very often, especially when you come off a hit show. I still don't know why he didn't stay with NYPD Blue. Give it like 3 good seasons. Make your mark on that show. And look, that's why I tuned in. Look, as a ginger, we don't see a lot of lead males anymore. I know you guys everybody's got somebody they can relate to. Well, he was somebody I could see and relate to. I'm like, look, here's I'm in acting. And that's when I was really pursuing acting. So when I saw that, I couldn't wait to always get home and watch NYPD Blue, because, there's a lead guy on screen just dominating. People talking about him. People love him. He's a good actor. Season 1 was a smash hit. And then he's like, yeah, it's such a hit, I'm leaving. I'm like, oh, man. You just set us back, Dave. So there you go. Okay, what do we got here? Sorry, my voice is getting thrown out. Let's get the huckster these likes. Yep, we're at 29. Just need that 30. I'll be having a good one. You'll be having a good one. Doing good. Cool. And he says, hope you're doing good. All right, well, let's see. What can I leave you with? Spirit Halloween. Don't forget to go check out. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen any of our collectors club stuff, go check some of it out. We worked really hard, y'all, on an entire week's worth of content. That was exhausting. We probably don't see doing those more than once or twice a year because they're very daunting. And we haven't even planned our next one yet because we're still just sort of decompressing. But yeah, we are definitely in talks about, you got to have a good holiday Christmas special, right? So we're already like thinking ahead to that one, what we can do for that. So yeah. Yeah, go check out some of those. What do we got here? Caruso and his glasses got a second career. Yeah. Ooh, da, 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 da. Just always pull the glasses off. Yeah, people would just say when Caruso doesn't want to listen to the other actor in the scene, he just puts on the glasses or he takes him off and looks away from the other actor. I'm like, are you going to pay attention to the person you're acting with? So yeah, because he didn't do that in NYPD Blue. Caruso left because he seemed too high in demand and thought he was going to be. Yeah, I mean, I get that. Like, yeah, when you're hot and you have hot, look, like Michael J. Fox, he did Back to the Future and he still went back for a few more seasons and finished off Family Ties. He didn't leave Family Ties. They didn't take him off and shut it down and the show's over. Like, and he sort of was taken off of Family Ties to be in a hit movie and then put back in Family Ties. Like Caruso tried to get on his own Back to the Future and stay there. And, I mean, I was hoping having made that move, it would have worked for him, but it didn't work. Is there more than one Chris here, Bizarro World? Oh yeah, we got many Chris's, man. Yeah, Chris. We got Chris. We got two Chris's right now, and I'm counting. I was wrong about Snake Eyes, Kiss of Death. I was thinking of nicely done. All right, so really, it's one. So in the end, Rob, like, I was going Jay, and I'm like, I don't remember him in Snake Eyes, but I mean, Rob, and then it came in's like, no, it's Kiss of Death. You did it. You set it straight, bruh. That's what it's all about. Sometimes we just go on a riff. Our brains think one thing, remember one thing. Worst Seagal movie without expression. I mean, they're all horrible. On Deadly Ground was terrible. Glimmer Man was awful. But look, anything recent that I cannot remember the title to, those are god awful. Those are the worst because he likes to act with his voice like this. So I have to get close. So you telling me that they're going to get away with these drugs if we don't stop them? I'm like, for the love of God, speak up. I'm like, you used to speak. Like, even Clint Eastwood doesn't whisper that much when he acts. Seagal is so whispery now. All that's the worst. Nothing. He's got nothing left in the tank, y'all. Nothing. Let's do an all Christmas song together. Oh, like We Are the World or something. Yeah. Well, we definitely have to pre-record that because we've learned by singing Happy Birthday, it's a train wreck. We tried to do it with Derek and we were off so bad. So bad. Michael J. Fox has always been a fighter, even before Parkinson's. Dang right, man. Love that guy. Fire down below about incest, I think. Fire down below. Hello, Huck. That was great. Thanks, man. All right. Well, I think I'm just going to sign off, guys and gals and ladies and friends and chums. I thought The King of New York was good. Caruso was in that. Oh, yeah. You know what? You know what else Caruso was in? People don't remember. He's in First Blood. He's one of the dudes that Stallone has to, like I don't think he's the one that gets the. Is he the one that gets the spikes in the legs? Like, it might be. It might be. I don't remember exactly what torture Caruso got, but he was in First Blood, y'all. So there you go. Caveman, I don't think Seagal has seen his fire since 19. I bet he is not. He is not. Have a great day, everyone. All right, yep. All right, we're gonna call it a day, guys. Thank you so much for coming out. Caruso's in Hudson Hawk. But what a fun day. Thanks for joining me for the lunchbox. It's nice that the audience was still there. You guys get out, have a good one. If you haven't had lunch yet, go have a nice lunch. And yeah, we're going to see you all around. We'll see you on the next one. Hold on, I'm not even prepared. I'm just saying goodbye. I'm not even ready. But yeah, that's going to do it, y'all. Thank you so much. You're the best. You're the best audience out there. Love you guys. Come back next week. and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming by and sharing your time with me. So until next time, be safe, be kind. I'll see you on the next one.